It takes 499 seconds for light to reach the Earth from the Sun, and every sunbeam brings energy. The amount of energy hitting the Earth every hour is the same as the world's consumption of energy in a year. The built environment generates 40% of annual global carbon emissions. Operational emissions count for 27%. For our buildings to be more sustainable, we need new, clean energy sources. GLP is a leading global business builder, owner, developer, and operator of logistics real estate. GLP Capital Partners is the exclusive investment and asset manager of GLP, and globally had $126 million of assets under management at the end of last year. Our European operating portfolio across the strategic logistic markets consists of more than 8.5 million square meters leased to blue-chip customers such as Amazon, DHL, and XPO Logistics.
8.5 million square meters of assets under management is a sizable floor area, but it's also a roof area. And we see those roofs as a tremendous opportunity to establish a sustainable business, which is good for GLP, good for our customers, and good for the planet.
The ESG has become an increasingly important issue for all our stakeholders and GLP. The world faces a climate change challenge, and GLP has taken a leading role in its effort to reduce carbon emissions across its portfolio and has been a net zero champion in construction, with already 6 net zero developments delivered in the UK since 2018. We are on a decarbonisation path for logistics real estate. Creating clean energy solutions for our customers is pivotal to achieving this goal. There are additional initiatives around energy efficiency, which we are implementing to reduce carbon emissions.
Increasing energy costs resulting from the current energy crisis in Europe create an increased financial incentives to invest in on-site renewable energy solutions. And we know that with so many logistics assets, we have an untapped and valuable resource. Solar PV projects are not new and have been installed on rooftops for about 2 decades. For many, the obstacle has been the cost of installation, which was first overcome with state subsidies. But these days, subsidies are not needed to create viable and sustainable projects. In logistics real estate, the challenge has always been to overcome the so-called landlord-tenant dilemma. For example, who pays for the installation, who maintains it, who gets the benefits, who insures it, and so on. How do we make sure that all stakeholders are satisfied and aligned? There were a lot of questions to answer, but we have found a solution: GLP Clean Energy. GLP will develop, own and operate the solar PV systems, thereby removing the capital cost constraint. We will sell the energy that is produced to our customers, which will be cheaper and cleaner than energy sourced from the grid. We will also compensate the real estate investors for the currently unutilized space.
The sooner ESG measures are implemented, the sooner the logistics assets can be future-proofed. We expect our customers to see a significant increase in their electricity consumptions due to automation and fleet electrification, coupled with the ambition to move away from fossil fuels. All these factors will require greater availability of on-site renewable energy solutions, such as solar, battery storage, heat pumps, and electric charging infrastructure. It is a win-win scenario with benefits to all.
In Asia, GLP has 700 megawatts of installed capacity, generating about 540 gigawatt hours of clean energy a year. In Europe, there are 20 megawatts already installed, with the potential for 200 megawatts capacity in the coming years. In Oss in the Netherlands, this building is already feeding electricity to the tenant and surplus energy back to the grid. In the first 6 months since commissioning in July 2022, the project has produced enough energy to power around 250 European households for 1 year.
This clean energy can be used by the customer to provide savings. And with batteries installed on-site, electricity can be stored and used to charge an electric vehicle fleet. Or, with grid connections, surplus energy can be sold to the grid or to the local community.
These carbon savings are a very important part of reporting net zero progress to investors, stakeholders, colleagues, and trading partners.
This is just part of the story of clean energy. We're also looking at heat pumps, wind turbines, and other ways of creating green energy. We want GLP to be a leading supplier of renewable energy and to be part of the bigger story of decarbonizing logistics.